Marissa here with High Society Cane Corso. Today we're going to be chatting a little bit about how much does it cost to acquire one of these beautiful creatures here, and how much does it take to actually maintain them on pretty much a year-to-year basis, I would say. So for us, I would kind of go ahead and break down kind of some categories of what you're most likely to see in the market, how it is nowadays. Anything under $2,000, I would kind of be wary and kind of really look into what the breeder is doing, because these dogs are not cheap to maintain, especially if you're doing right by them, doing health testing and everything that really needs to be done. So under 2,000, really do your research on who the breeder is, what they're doing, and what they're about. And then the next category up from that little sketchy section over there, what you're mainly going to see for a pet quality pup is anywhere from $2,500 to probably $3,000 nowadays in today's market. Top picks are normally going for around $4,000 to $5,000 I'm seeing, but also whenever people are pricing their dogs, you have to keep in mind that the pricing is based on each breed pairing also. So it's not only just you're buying the dog, like you're buying the value that comes along with the pups. It's breed pairings. What kind of quality is the dog? Is it just for a companion home? Is it a show quality dog? Are you going to be using the dog for breed purposes? And then in some cases, if you're wanting something like someone's keeper dog, you're going to see prices all the way from, I would say, $5,000 being the minimum to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 if you're buying a keeper, a breeder's keeper dog, or a dog that's a little older that they plan to keep for their program. So you have to think about all those things when you're wanting to acquire your pup. So like, most people just want the dog for a companion home. I would say kind of be more open to seeing $2,500 to $3,000 for your price range with that. And then not only do you have to think about how much does it cost to purchase them, they also need a lot of stuff. Oh, thank you for the hug, Storm. Thank you, Bubba. Okay, let's not do that, please. Thank you. I know, she's just a Miss Cuddle monster. Down, baby. Come on. Come on, down. Down, baby. Down, Storm. Good girl, good down. But also, like, you have to purchase their crate, their toys, their food. I would say if you're looking to feed raw, in our experience, what we found is that it costs anywhere between $80 to $100 a month per dog to feed, and that's with us buying our meat and things at a restaurant depot. So it's like wholesale meat and things. So I would say if you're just buying at the regular grocery store, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than that. I'm not really too sure on the pricing. But also with kibble, I know I can feed 2 of my dogs on a bag of kibble, of high quality kibble, for about $40 to $50 a month. A lot of Corsos are prone to certain genetic things, whether that be hip dysplasia. Also, a lot of Corsos, because they grow at such a fast rate, develop something called cherry eye, which is deemed a cosmetic procedure. So all those things are not going to be covered by your pet insurance. So you're looking at, I would say I've seen eye tacking for the cherry eye go from anywhere from $150 to $500. So you have to be aware of all those costs, and like if your dog needs that, you have to be able to get it done for them. Thank you, Storm. Another cost to consider is doing insurance for your dogs. With them being such large breed dogs, like everything is more expensive. The larger the dog is, the more expensive it is. The dog has to have surgery, the anesthesia is a lot more. It's just all like relative to the size of the dog in a lot of cases. So a good way to go about that to make sure you're keeping your costs kind of in control is to look into a really good insurance. I know AKC has one. There's also another company called Healthy Paws, but there's a lot of other ones out there that will help you minimize the cost. With this breed is they have to have consistent training and quite frankly just be trained pretty well from the time they're young, socialized and everything like that. If you're not familiar with dogs or you haven't had really big dogs before, even a Corso before, it may be in your best interest to hire a trainer. Now honestly, training is pretty expensive as well. I would say the lowest that I've seen at it is probably like $1,000 for a 2-week board and train is the lowest that I've seen so far. But the prices can go up there. So if you're not willing to or have the financial resources to maintain their training, you just don't want to end up with a problem dog. With the dog this size, there's a lot of responsibility that comes along with it. And you have to be aware of what you're getting into when you purchase these puppies. It's not just the one purchase of like the dog, and like everybody can save, you know, if they really wanted to, a couple $1,000s to acquire them, but it's how can you maintain them and what is the best quality of life that you can give them also. Miscellaneous costs. Do you have appropriate fencing for them? Are you gonna have to have a shock collar or different types of crates? So like Storm here, the wire crate like does not work for her. She's like a Miss Houdini. Like she's literally like bent the entire metal frame. So for her, like we now have to purchase one of those impact crates or industrial. We're actually looking into having one made for her, especially for her here with us. So all those things cost money. So it's not only can I buy the dog, but how can I maintain them? You know, they need certain supplements sometimes, like ester C to help tighten their feet, but that's a whole video for another day. Can you afford the supplements to give them? How can you keep them in the most optimal shape to give them a happy long life? Hi, baby. But we'd love to hear y'all's experience with your Corsos. What are some other expenses that y'all see that maybe I didn't cover? Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and until next time.